Hi, this is Tanya from Love Butter Tarot, back with the weekly forecast for Leo for the week beginning the 14th of 17. How are you doing, Leo? I'm going to get straight on with your reading, okay, because I'm trying to get these all out by Monday. So this week, okay, I really feel it's, you know what, there's a lot of the signs this week that we're in eclipse season. We've had the lunar eclipse, we've got the solar eclipse coming up on the 21st. We've got Mercury going retrograde. There's a lot of crazy planetary stuff going on at the moment, okay? And I feel this is affecting quite a lot of people emotionally, and I feel you included, okay? What I'm getting here is I'm feeling like there's this, you're wanting happiness, you're wanting contentment, you want this sort of to wake up on a morning and feel like, oh, everything's great. That's what you're sort of craving. But I feel that what is stopping this is there seems to be emotional pain at the core of everything. And I feel like it's just, this is putting like a dark cloud around your world in some way. And I feel like you are sort of being quite defensive with this. And it's like you're quite pragmatic, Leo. It's like you like everything done right, you like everything in order and all of this. But it's saying, even if you're doing this, it's like this sweetness doesn't feel there. That's what I'm feeling. And it's like you're feeling like you have everything under control, but it's not. And I feel this week is going to be like a bit of a like wake up call for you in some way, because there are ideas. It's like you've got all these ideas that you want to do, but it's like implementing them, because at the moment they don't seem to be there. And this is, I feel like you are struggling now. Leos are tough, and Leos will carry on and plod in and dig their heels in. But I really feel with this, it's like it is getting tiring for some reason. I feel like your energy is low, okay? And I feel like if it's, I want to say, like, well, Leo is the lion, but I'm feeling here it's like you feel caged in some way. The balance that you seek is not there. And it's sort of like, you're trying to look to the future. You're trying to put everything into the mix that you can, but this balance just doesn't seem there at all, and I feel there's a little bit of fear of moving forward. So there's this like stuckness. But when I'm looking at this, I feel this fear could be connected to a fire sign. There seems to be a fire sign that is energetically there, but I don't feel they're with you. I don't feel they're standing next to you, if that makes sense. But it's like, I feel you're looking in their direction, but they seem to have turned their back in some way here. And this, I feel, is causing you to make a decision, because for some reason, Leo, here, I feel like there is a lot of emotions here, okay? And like I say, you normally have them under control. But here it's saying there's a lot there, and it's like you're learning something new. This is something you might not have done before, or you might not have felt before. And it's like, what do you do, And I feel like I say, you are really, there's this real sort of looking at, where are you happy? Are you fully 100% fulfilled? Because this is saying it's time to take your head out of the sand here, because you want solidity. This is what Leos work towards. They like this, they like knowing where they're going. And there's like this feeling here, and it's saying that you have like been patient. Some of you have been moving house or thinking about moving house as well. That's coming in here. But I just feel there seems to be a bit opposition here. I feel like I don't know, this is where the decision lies. And I feel like there's something from the past, and I don't know if this fire sign is from the past or whatever. So that might have came back. I mean, we've got retrograde, so a lot of sort of people from the past can come back, sort of memories from the past as well. Not all of them good, so this is what it's saying. But I really feel you're looking at something from the past and thinking, that is what I want in the future, so you want something different. This could have been somebody that got away that actually comes back again, because I feel there's this passion stirred when you're looking towards this fire sign here. And it's sort of like, if they were like if they were driving past, it's like you would want to jump into their arms in some way, because that is where I feel you get this glow. That is where you know, yeah, this glow, this glow, and where you actually feel alive, you know. And I don't feel you're feeling that at the moment. I feel at the moment there seems to be three different issues. I don't know what they are. I think one of them is this sort of relationship or your relationships, but there's another two, and I feel there's unknowns, and I feel there's like untruths, and I feel there's anxiety here. You be keeping it to yourself, but it's there, and it's like even when you're going to bed, it seems to be going over and over in your head. And like I say, you're pragmatic, you're trying to put things into boxes and everything, but these boxes keep breaking open in some way, and so you're keeping things to yourself. You're not actually expressing what it is. It's sort of like, well, if I don't think about it, it'll go away, and it's not going to go away. You know, there's something, whatever is coming up for you this week, Leo, it needs to be addressed, okay? Because like I say, I feel here it's like you have your emotions sort of protected, and you have them shut off in some way, you know. But this week there is something going to happen which is actually going to sort of jolt you into action as well. And there's work to be done, and I feel this is work on this situation. There's work on yourself as well, and this is saying, you know, there's changes needed. If you don't do them yourself, I feel the universe will help you, because there is a decision to make, but there is also a sacrifice that comes with this. I feel you have to give something up in order for you to get the happiness that you crave, you know. Now, like I say, this is a general reading, you know. I can't comment on personal situations unless I'm doing a personal reading, okay? But this is it. So I feel like you have to give something up in order to have this freeness, this lovely sort of happy feeling, this content feeling. But I feel that you're looking at the sadness that this could bring, so you're trying to put it off, and you're trying to just pretend that it's not happening, you know. But it's going to happen anyway, whether you do it or not, Leo. You know, this is what it's saying. The universe is actually sort of forcing your hand. The hand of destiny is sort of, the hand of fate is actually sort of coming in here. I don't know if any of you are going out in nature in some way, but I feel there could be like a secret meeting or something like that. You know, you could be meeting somebody like in the woods or something. I don't know why I'm saying in the woods, you know. This could be even at night as well, it's saying here. But it's like there's so much going on, and all of this stuff that's going on, I really feel it's draining you energetically. Like I say, you're a workhorse, you carry on and on and on. But this is, you know, you need to sort of release here. You know, you need to release. You need to release these burdens. You need to sort of speak about your problems. I feel instantly when you do that, it'll be like a weight lifted, okay? And like I say, there's this, you know, some of you could be, like I say, moving home or looking at a new home or changes in your living situation. But what they're saying here is this week, you are on point with your manifesting. So be very careful where you put your thoughts. Put your thoughts where you want them to go, not where you feel that they should go. Okay, because there's a lot coming through this week. And I do feel this week it is all about relationships, all about emotions, all about like sort of changes with this as well. I feel changes in relationship status, you know, actually going ahead and doing something that you should have done a long time ago. This could be even telling somebody how you feel about them, you know. I would love to say that this was all sunshine and roses. I feel it can be, but I feel there's this sorting out needs to be done first, you know, because something is draining you energetically here, and it's like you can't give to all of these situations. It's like, you know, I feel it's getting a little bit too much, and it's like I say, you seem to be juggling something here. This is what it is. Now, this could be your thoughts or whatever, but you seem to be juggling here, and like I say, there's, a decision needs to be made. You need to get rid of these question marks. You need to stop fighting here, and you need to actually start taking a step which will clear this confusion and give you clarity. Okay, because doing nothing, non-action, is actually causing more conflict and internal conflict as well, Leo. So I do feel with this, if you join together, if you actually sort of tell the truth to yourself, if you stop sabotaging yourself, then this happiness and everything that you want is there. It's just you need to sort things out properly, not on a... I feel this is rather than using your head, you need to use your heart, okay? Because that is what I feel is driving you. And this is where the confusion is coming. You're trying to be too practical with something, and that is not helping you. This is actually causing you to feel more stuck, okay? But I feel like there is good with this. I really do. There's like I don't know. It's like, I feel once this decision or sacrifice is made, you're going to be like, why didn't I do that sooner? Because instantly I feel this relief. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you, Leo. I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what we have for this. There, Moon Goddess, beautiful, beautiful card this. And this is saying a time of necessary upheaval is a blessing in disguise. As the dust settles, the gift in this will reveal itself. So like I say, we've had this, this lunar eclipse, and the moon is very, very powerful. This is also, this person is sitting in sort of meditative pose. She is vulnerable as well. Her heart is open. And what this is saying is you will be protected in whatever you do. But this is about actually sort of, going into meditation, listening to your intuition and your heart, rather than actually sort of getting into your head and trying to sort this in a logical way, okay? There's a lot of good, a lot of energy around for you, Leo. Please use it and put it in the right direction, okay? So I hope that made sense. If anybody wants a personal reading with me, please get in touch via website. The link is below. There's a schedule on there. It tells you the times I'm available. It's very easy to use. But please note that I do work on a 4-hour clock. Okay, so if you book 4 o'clock, it's actually 3 a.m., not p.m., because that would be okay. There's been a little bit of confusion with that with people that aren't in the UK. But I'd love to connect with you. And like I say, things are good. Things can be good if you allow them, Leo. Okay? Sat now.